the back of the net, and there were just 4 minutes on the clock, and Nigeria's Super Falcons have scored already. AJISOPE Payne has come through to Babajide. Babajide has goal, and Babajide doubles Nigeria's lead in first half stoppage time. Lunche into the middle, Okoronkwo up, and this must be three, and it is swept home. And finally, the Super Falcons do get their third goal, and that was stylishly done as well as the substitute, Hezuo. Time enough for her to come back onto the pitch because the referee has...
Super Falcons of Nigeria, the Mission X is alive. 3 goals, 3 points, a clean sheet for the Justin Madugu led side. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Kiko Sports Show is also live, and that was what happened in Morocco. The game 1 for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Well, more games to go down for the ladies. If they can win their second game, they have automatic qualification to the next round. All they just need to do is to make statements. They win all their games, even till the final, and they'll be laying their hands on the new trophy designed by the Confederation of African Football for the WAFCON 2024. Welcome to the show. While we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. We're also sounding live on your radio set, in your car, radio, on your woofer, 93.9 FM, sounding live from the city of Ibadan, where we have the brown rusted roof. We've got a lot of updates to give you on the show this morning, looking at transfer updates, talking Formula One, and I'm still asking the question, who is going to stop this great team, McLaren? And we're looking at how other teams are also faring at the Formula One. We're looking at updates coming from the Wimbledon this morning, same as how things are shaping up in other sports. Well, join the conversation on the Facebook fan page this morning. Facebook.com/Solutions939FM. Facebook.com/Solutions939FM. Let's take you back to what happened over the weekend at the British Grand Prix. And it was more of statement made by McLaren.
Russell, Leclerc are in. They've rolled the dice.
That's smart. I like it from Russell and from Leclerc. These are fast drivers in good grip positions that have given that up to put on slicks and save themselves a pit stop.
5 red lights at Silverstone, and the British Grand Prix is go. They crawl from the line, and Oscar Piastri has the traction. Max Verstappen thinks about the chop. He hangs on to the race lead from pole position. Piastri is now compromised, and Lando Norris knows it. The driver currently in third, trying to improve ahead. He can't get by, but he's angling that car. Hamilton diving to the inside. The top 4 remain. How they left the grid: Verstappen, then Piastri, Norris, and Hamilton. Pierre Gasly got a mighty launch off the line. He's up 3 places.
Yeah, and we'll look at that, an early break for Verstappen as the 2 McLarens were battling through.
Oh, off in the background, we saw a racing buzz. It's got to be Liam Lawson who has gone off. In 2025, it's Norris's name on the trophy. Lando Norris wins the British Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri will say the penalty was so unfair, but it's a McLaren one too, as Norris takes 7 points out of his advantage. And how about this? No one has ever waited as long to stand on a Formula One podium. Get rid of that stat and celebrate Nico Hülkenberg. 239 starts and a podium finisher in Formula One at long last. On the last lap, Pierre Gasly's tidy race had one more pass. He got past Lance Stroll into Stowe Corner.
Bravo. Nice pass, nice race for Alpine and Pierre as well.
This is a day to savour the sight and sound of Silverstone with a surprise podium finisher in Nico Hülkenberg, a controversial penalty for Oscar Piastri, and a home win for Lando Norris.
Well, you call that home win for Lando Norris? Well, he went to his home ground and he claimed that a lot of people expected Lewis Hamilton to go home and have that energy come back. But hey, the mojo could not come back. It was for Lando Norris of McLaren. Oscar Piastri finishing second. It was a 1-2 finish for McLaren, and Nico Hülkenberg finishing third for Sauber due to a penalty. However, reactions have continued to trail that decision. Well, it is just more of how other teams can get better. Well, remember, the next race at the Formula 1 is the one going down in Belgium, and it's going down 25th to 27th of this month. All right, now, looking at how the table stands at the moment for drivers' standings, Oscar Piastri of McLaren is leading the pack with 234 points, while Lando Norris is second. Remember, he's got a back-to-back victory at the Formula 1. Remember what he had in his last race at Austria. At the Austria Grand Prix, he finished first above Oscar Piastri. So, looking at how the table stands at the moment, Oscar Piastri leading with 234 points. Lando Norris is second with 226 points. Red Bull's Max Verstappen is third with 165 points. Let's just leave it to the top three drivers. Now let's talk about NBA this morning, where it is about more of free agents, more of movement, and what money looks like for players. Now, free agent guard Ryan Rollins has agreed to a 3-year, $12 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks with a player option in the third season. Rollins, a 2022 second-round or draft pick to the Golden State Warriors, joined the Bucks on a 2-way contract in February 2024 and spent most of 2024-2025 on a 2-way before receiving a standard deal in March. He opted for a rest-of-season contract instead of a multi-year deal with the Bucks and became unrestricted free agent. Now, he has been rewarded with a lucrative deal. Get your job done, make it better, get results for your team, and hey, who's going to stop you from getting better deals? Now let's talk tennis. Let's go straight to the Wimbledon and look at how players performed over the weekend. Well, Carlo Alcaraz, Cameron Norrie, Taylor Fritz, Karen Khachanov were players in the ATP who got their results better. But hey, looking at Cameron Norrie, he struggled in the game against Nicolas Jarry. Well, he won 6-3, 7-5, lost in the third, fourth set, 6-7, 6-7, but came back in the fifth set to win 6-3. Hey, Carlo Alcaraz had to bounce back from a set down of 6-7 to win 6-3, 6-4, 6-4. And he came out to say, well, the ball at the Wimbledon looks very different. The atmosphere there looks very slow, but hey, it's trying to catch up.
Yeah, I remember a little bit when I played quarterfinal last year. I remember a little bit the level that I was playing. If I'm not wrong, I played Tommy Paul at Court 1. And I remember it was a pretty good match. I think we played a really great quality of tennis. So this year is, for me, it's kind of different. It is a different kind of tennis this year on Wimbledon, because I think it's different feeling. For me, it's a little bit slower. The balls are slower, so it's kind of different feeling. So, but today I just played my best match so far on the tournament. Just feeling great, and obviously, on the French Open it was totally different because I was playing more matches on clay before before the French Open. So right now I'm just trying to get that feeling that I just really proud and happy that I got today, just much better than the previous matches, and hopefully keep it going and feeling even more comfortable.
Carlo Alcaraz, Hispania. Then now looking at the WTA result of games decided yesterday. Lyra Segmon, Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, Arina Sabalenka, Amanda Anisimova all won their games yesterday. But looking at the pairings that we're having today in the Wimbledon, from the ATP to the WTA, men gradually being separated from boys, while women are also being separated from the girls. Let's start with the men this morning. Games are starting 11 o'clock, where Marin Cilic will take on Flavio Cobolli. Novak Djokovic will be in action by 1:30 p.m. against Alex de Minaur. For Ben Shelton will take on Lorenzo Sonego by 2:30, as Yannick Sinner will take on Giga Dimitrov by 5 p.m. For the ladies, by 1 o'clock, Ekaterina Alexandrova will take on Belinda Bencic as Jessica Bozas Meniero will be up against Ludmila Samsonova. 3:30 p.m. today, Mira Andreeva will take on Emma Navarro as Zika Swata will be in action against Clara Tursson by 4:30. Now, let's go talk football. On the local scene in the second half of the show, not a good result for Crown FC of Ogbomoso in the NNL Super 8 playoffs. But the coach of the side is sounding optimistic. Nobody should write them off qualifying to the NPFL. But hey, you need to make statements with results. Well, shout out to Adewumi Kazim Adekaz, to Bella Oluwaseun Adebayo Timileyin watching live on the show this morning. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Following a disappointing outing in the game one of the NNL Super 8 playoff going down in Delta State, well, the coach of Crown FC of Ogbomoso, Ayode Jayeni, has declared that despite his team's opening day defeat to Kun Khalifa in the ongoing NNL Super 8 playoffs, they still have a bright chance of qualifying for the NPFL. Coach Ayeni expressed this belief that after dominating large portions of the match, his side failed to get anything tangible from it. You can play good football, but if you don't get good results, it will surely affect your team. So, hey, you have to move on. Dust up and see how your team can get better. All right. Now, let's check more updates this morning as we keep tracking the NNL Super 8. Well, today, live updates coming from Delta State, Asaba, where we have Yobe Desert Stars taking on Doma United. 14 minutes of action live this morning. The game is in the 14th minute and it's goalless. But other matches scheduled for today, we see Barao FC take on Wiki Tourist of Bochi by 11:30. By 2 p.m., Kun Khalifa, that defeated Crown FC of Ogbomoso, will take on Warri Wolves. And the last game for today is going to be Southwestern Derby in the playoff, where Crown FC of Ogbomoso will take on Osun United. Well, these two teams are closer to each other based on geographical check. All right, now moving away from the NNL, let's talk about the ladies this morning. They played good football against Tunisia last night in the WAFCON opener. Well, Esther Koronko is determined to make more impact for the Super Falcons at the 2024 Women's Cup of Nations. The 28-year-old was named the Woman of the Match in Super Falcons' 3-0 victory over Tunisia in Casablanca on Sunday night. But let's also hear from some of the players who were fantastic and contributed to the result. Risola Babajide spoke after the game, saying that a celebration when she scored was to honor late Diogo Jota and also wants to win the newly designed Alcon Trophy.
It was for Diogo Jota and his brother as well. So that was like one of his biggest celebrations at the club, especially. We call it the signature celebration, really. So yeah, I just wanted to just do something for him. He was one of my best players at the club when I was there as well. And yeah, may his soul rest in perfect peace, both of them. Yeah, no, it's a big relief more than anything. I've had a few appearances, a few assists, but I was always missing that first goal. So like, I'm so happy to get that out of the way finally, and also to contribute towards a win as well in such a big tournament. It's such a privilege. To win it. We want the trophy. It's a new trophy. We really want it. But yeah, game by game, just to have a better performance each game. And yeah, score as many goals as possible that we can do.
Risola Babajide speaking there. We're going to break, and when we come back, we'll listen to Ashley Pomfrey. What she feels how the Alcan can also affect a career. Do not go anywhere. Still Kick Off Sports Show. Live at Solutions 939 FM.
Abeg, why all this commotion for Mommy Dolapo's shop?
It's Rocky by Chin Chin. Oh. Everybody's saying a better snack all day long.
Now, wow. This Rocky by Chin Chin, they're good for money snack. What are you eating that got you so excited like this?
Mr. Tunde, na Rocky by Chin Chin. Oh.
Rocky by Chin Chin?
Yes, Oga. It's very delicious and nourishing.
Are you serious?
You don't believe me? Go ahead, have a taste.
Wow, no wonder everyone is crazy about it. Mary, help me and go get some Rocky by Chin Chin so I can use it for breakfast.
Okay, sir. Rocky by Chin Chin. Very delicious. Yummy. Rocky. Rocky by Chin Chin. Unleash the unstoppable snack adventure. Produced by Sumal Foods.
TMTC is the option for pregnant woman with HIV. No go lose God, the baby can be HIV. This opportunity, TMTC is the option for the only option. Pregnant woman with HIV. Baby can be HIV.
Oh yes, a woman living with HIV can give birth to a HIV-free baby with the right care, treatment, and supports. All you need to do is go to the nearest health center and start your PMTCT services today. Our trained health workers are ready to care for you and your baby with love, respect, and confidentiality. So, what are you waiting for? Take the bold step now. PMTCT is free, it is safe, and could save a life. Early detection saves life. For more information and support, call us now on 6222. It is free. This message is brought to you by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, with partnership from the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Now, your one-stop chemical place is here in Ibadan. Oh yes, for all kinds of chemicals and pet bottles, House of Mabel Chemicals and Pet Solutions is the place to be. For nitrosol, caustic soda, soda ash, sulfonic, Techna, Pheno, Pano oil, ethanol, menthol, paraffine, hydrosulfates, wax, industrial camphor, carbolics, Centiacure, Diacort A, citric acid, silicate, TEA, Carbopor, including borax, shea butter eucalyptus, sulfates, PKO, baking powder, as well as oils like glycerin, hydrogen peroxide, vitamin C, vitamin E, cocoa button, and all kinds of fragrance. All products are available at Ojota price. Visit House of Mabel Chemicals and Pet Solutions today at Camillus Phase 1, Block G, Shop 7, Ogunpa Market, Ibadan. Telephone 0905-411-0044 and 0913-203-6254. House of Mabel Chemicals and Pet Solutions, your one-stop chemical place.
Sabi dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Still Kick Off Sports Show live on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. In case you're just tuning in, well, you can call me Young Striker 9. But hey, you've missed an update from Formula One, NBA, tennis. Also updates coming from the Nigerian National League. But hey, we've still got more for you. Updates coming from the Nigerian National League Super 8 playoff. Current update: 20 minutes of action between Yobe Desert Stars and Doma United. And Doma United is now leading 1-0 against Yobe Desert Stars. The goal was scored in the 17th minute of their action. We keep tracking more for you on the show. Now, going back to the Alcan 2024 ongoing in Tunisia. Well, in Morocco. Well, Nigeria defeated Tunisia last night. So, well, you heard Risola Babajide earlier, but here is actually Prompri having a great feeling as a defender. Also, recording clean sheet in the game on Sunday night.
I'm really happy. Obviously, it's the first game of the tournament, so there's a lot of nerves, going to the first game, nerves and excitement. But to come out with 3 goals and a clean sheet. I think it's a nice way to start the tournament. Yeah, I think we'll take this as a good stepping stone into the next game. Obviously, we'll look back and see like what we did well, but what we need to improve on going into the next game, because I think attacking wise and defensively, we probably could have been a little bit better in terms of our standards, but for sure we're happy with the 3 points.
Ashley Prombury speaking with Ademola Victor. Shout out to Ademola Victor who got that interview. Well, now let's look at other results of games decided last night at the Alcon. Senegal defeated DR Congo women 4-0. Algeria edged Botswana by a long goal. Now looking at games going down tonight at the Alcon. South Africa, Bayana will take on the Black Queens of Ghana by 5 o'clock and 8 p.m. Mali women will take on Tanzania women. And the last game for today by 8 p.m. Now let's talk about the Euros going down for the women. Looking at how results went, ways of some teams, while some already saying that, well, you don't have to count us as one of the teams that can get to the final or be tipped to get to the final of the Euro Women tournament. Well, Norway last night defeated Finland 2-1. Switzerland edged Iceland 2-0. Games are going down today. And let's go straight to a player talking in Spain. Spain's defender Olga Carmona said there is no mention of the world favorite around the teams based in Switzerland as they prepare to face Belgium in the European Championship today. World champions Spain opened their campaign with an impressive 5-0 win over Portugal on Thursday in Group B and can seal a quarterfinal place in a win over Belgium in third if Portugal don't beat Italy later in the day. Let's look at all the results. All the fixtures of games are going down at the Euros women going down right there. Well, Spain will be up against Belgium by 5 p.m. Portugal will take on Italy women by 8 p.m. So, as you're enjoying games in Africa, you're also enjoying European football from the ladies as well. Now, moving on, let's talk transfers. Well, talking transfer stories on the show this morning is like Arsenal means business. Instead of buying plenty of players, they will rather decide to put the money together and get 1 or 2 players. Well, Arsenal are pushing to sign Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres with talks understood to be at advanced stage. There is no club-to-club agreement, but there is an apparent willingness from all parties to get a deal done. Arsenal are thought to be encouraged by the 27-year-old's desire to join, with personal terms not expected to be a problem. Now looking at more transfer updates on the show. Nottingham Forest players return to pre-season training today, but Elanga will not be part of the group according to reports we are getting. The 23-year-old has been the subject of heavy transfer interest from Newcastle in the summer transfer window, where Eddie Howe's side submitting an improved offer in the region of £55 million after seeing an initial bid for £45 million rejected. But hey, a man from that team, Super Eagles defender Lino, penned a new 3-year contract with Nottingham Forest, and a new deal will see the Nigerian international remain at the City Ground till 2028. But if big over comes, bro, check the other side. All right, now let's. Wow. Well, Arsenal have completed the signing of highly rated Spain midfielder Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. The North London club defeated opposition from top European outfit after triggering Zubimendi's $60 million euros release clause. The 26-year-old's contract at Sociedad was due to expire in June 2027. Now, Fenerbahce have announced the loan signing of John Duran on a 1-year deal from Saudi Pro League side Al-Nassr. Duran moves just 6 months after joining Al-Nassr on a mammoth €85 million transfer fee from Aston Villa. Now looking at update here where Besiktas is in the news. Besiktas agreed the term of a season-long loan deal with Napoli for Jean Kajustai. That's another update we are tracking. All right, now new Rangers manager Rosa Martin refused to be drawn on reports linking Rangers with a move for former England and Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy. He's got speed, but I just need to use the speed this morning to wrap up the show here. But Comrade AJISOPE is with us this morning, same as Comrade Adedamola LAFENWA. There is a breaking news we are tracking right now from the Olubado Palace. If this is what we are seeing, not really a good news about the demise of the Olubado of Ibadan land. Well, Comrade, good morning to you. How you doing?
Well, life comes in times and tide. That is the reality of our existence. There is a starting point, and there is an exit point. But certainly, if that is true, and I believe it is true, he has done his bit.
I mean, he celebrated his birthday days ago. That was on Saturday.
Yeah, that's the reality of our existence. That's the reality of our existence. We are flesh and blood and human after all. Ooh. But, I mean, the important thing is, he did his bit, and he got to the topmost top.
Right.
He got to the topmost top.
I mean, I know there will be more conversation about this on from the dailies, and well, I'm short of words this morning, but it is what it is. But I mean, talking about Yes on Weekend, there was another celebration yesterday in Abuja, the Thanksgiving. But I think he's ready to tear anybody to pieces, tearing Rotimi Amechi to pieces, tearing the opposition into pieces.
I don't think that is the way to win elections and the hearts of the people.
But what's the better way to win elections? Remember what Donald Trump did in USA and people who also were with him.
That is not the way to win elections.
Well,
that's not the way to win the heart of the people.
I think I beg to differ on that.
Okay.
Because I think we saw this kind of tactics being deployed by Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
During the build-up to their election, presidential election over there. I think what Wike is just trying to do at the moment is trying to demarcate the key members of the coalition force.
Okay, but if that will be a better way, but let us wait for 2027. Remember, people need to get their PVCs because Aregbe Shola also said it, that the way people should use their votes to speak.
Well, like I always tell Mr. AJISOPE, time will tell. But Mali once said.
Time will tell. All right, well, coming up next is from the dailies with Comrade AJISOPE and Adedamola LAFENWA. Well, this is dedicated to late Olubado of Ibadan land, Olorunmi by Tuwe Savage. My name is Oladako Okunubi. Like we always say, keep doing sports and stay safe.